Every successful property investment starts with the same thing. Not a deposit, not a postcode, but a plan. So if you're taking the first steps into property or rethinking your approach as the market shifts, this is the place to begin. Like any enterprise, property investment is about tangible returns. Those returns come from one of two places, or both: the rent your tenants pay each month and any gain in the property's value over time, above and beyond the capital you choose to invest. The average gross rental yield in the UK sits at around 5.8% according to Zoopla, but that's a broad average. Yields swing widely, depending on the region, the type of property and its specific circumstances. On capital growth, the average UK house price rose by roughly 40% in the 10 years to March 26, but national averages are meaningless when it comes to property investment, and the appreciation achieved by landlords can vary significantly based on a whole host of factors. One important caveat that must not be overlooked: past performance is not a reliable guide to the future. Property values can fall as well as rise, and rental income is never guaranteed. Here's the honest picture. The market is always changing, and successful investors can never afford to become too comfortable with the status quo. For a long time, landlords could realistically expect strong capital appreciation and access to cheap finance, neither of which is true in 2026. Today, the market is far tougher. Higher house prices have squeezed yields. Prices are flat across much of the country, and parts of central London actually fell in early 2026. And of course, the Renters' Rights Act brings a new set of rules that every landlord needs to understand. But tougher doesn't mean closed. The UK has around 30 million homes across 4 nations, and opportunity is uneven. For example, investors in the northeast of England typically realise higher rental yields than their counterparts down south. When forming a strategy for buy-to-let, balance your priorities. Decide whether you want to invest close to home for convenience or further afield if that achieves a higher yield. So, how do you build a roadmap? Start with 3 questions. What are your goals? How much risk are you comfortable with? And how hands-on do you want to be? Your answers point you towards the right kind of investment. Higher borrowing can lift your returns, but it also raises your potential losses and your exposure to rising interest rates. A mortgage broker can help you find a level that fits your circumstances. Whatever you invest in, your success comes down to one thing: the tenants you let to. Knowing your customer is one of the most valuable skills you can build as a landlord, because the people you want to attract shape everything, from the property you buy and where you buy it, to how you manage it day to day. Start by deciding who your property is for. A working professional or a family will usually want a well-presented, self-contained home and the security of a longer-term tenancy. Students bring reliable cyclical demand around the academic year, but often come with guarantors, room-by-room lettings and extra rules, including HMO licensing and the latest student tenancy requirements. Sharers in a house in multiple occupation can deliver a strong return, but you should expect more hands-on management, stricter fire safety standards and minimum room sizes. Each group asks something different of you. Research local demand before you buy, talk to letting agents and other landlords, and match the property to the tenants you actually want. And remember, the rules have changed under the Renters' Rights Act. You can still choose the right tenant on the things that matter, like references and affordability, but you cannot have a blanket policy that refuses tenants with children or those that claim benefit. Get to know your market and your tenants, and you'll let faster, keep good tenants for longer, and build a more resilient income. Before you look at a single listing, get your foundations right. Know how much you can borrow and what it costs each month. Stress test those payments against rising rates. Budget for every upfront cost: stamp duty, legal fees, surveys, refurbishment, and a reserve for maintenance. Then decide how to hold the property: in your own name or through a limited company. The right answer depends on many factors, so speak to a qualified accountant or financial advisor. Above all, run the numbers properly. Gross yield is a useful gauge, but what counts as a good yield depends on your costs, your financing, and your goals. The market has changed, but your opportunities haven't disappeared. They've simply moved. With a clear plan, you can find them, and whatever you decide, you don't have to do it alone. The NRLA is here to support you at every step, from your very first let to a growing portfolio. Head to our Property Investment Knowledge Hub for more information, and our First Time Landlord Knowledge Hub if you're just getting started. You can learn more on the NRLA website, and together, let's keep championing a responsible rental sector.